Everyone. Welcome. We are live. This is last week review, where I come on and I talk about things that happened. You guessed it, last week. And last week had a ton of craziness happen in the world that we can't deny it. And somebody got to talk about it. And why can't it be me? Before I get into all of that, I want to give a shout out to everything that's going on right now. I am doing this on the StreamYard app, and I want to give them a shout out because finally they doing mobile and it's the whole thing. And if you notice on the screen, you have my Cash App there. So if you want to help out the program there, so I can upgrade the system, I would greatly appreciate that. At the bottom, you will see the ticker. And now I got like UFC results, Usman and Masvidal. I got Jada Bill coming up. They got things I'm going to talk about in the future. But as this thing grows, and if you want to be on the ground floor of it, if you're like, man, I like what you're doing, and I want to be a part of it, or this advertising thing. So this is what I would do. If you see this and want to do a little bit of advertising, if you got something that you want to be on the ticker below, you got my email. It's on my YouTube page. I say it again. I'm not gonna put it out there, but you can find this pretty easy. You can put it out there and send me an email, and we can set something up. Or you can also do it via Cash App. We can set something up where your store or whatever come on the ticker below my whole episode, and we can set it up. Maybe we'll do it for a week or whatever. Because this is just the beginning. This is just a test episode right here of me figuring out everything I want to do before we really get started with this thing. Because only been over 2 minutes. I'm gonna give people enough time to really get going, come in here and see what we got going on here. So when we do this, I want to have the best audience I can do, best interactions possible. So what that means is that I want you all to tell me, when do you all think is the best time for this? Like, we'll admit, when I was first going to do this series, I always wanted to do live, but I had so many issues with going live. Like, man, I just can't do it. So I decided that I will just do things, you know, via my phone and everything. I'm gonna do stuff, tape and edit and stuff. But like one of my UFC preview videos this past week was highly edited. Took a lot of time to do it. I'm very proud of the video, but I like the live component of this better. And I think that's personally the way for me to go with this. And that can only happen if you all like it. And let me know what's the best times for you all. Have a limited schedule a lot of times during the week, like 2:15, 10:15. Normally I work Tuesday through Saturday. That kind of eliminates a lot of times there. I know that I could potentially do it earlier, but when I looked, I saw that a lot of my engagement on this channel, those people are not usually on doing morning time. They're usually on during the evening times, and if that's the case, we can figure something out. I even thought about doing, and I may still do this. Thought about doing something like a late night show. Come on at 11 o'clock Central Time, my time. Come on and have some fun with everyone's in. We talk about the discussions of everything that's going on in the world, sports and other stuff. That was pretty much how my thoughts were going to be how to do this. And it's pretty much it. But if we most minutes until we get to a certain part, we're going to get right on to this thing. And how y'all doing? Y'all doing good out there? Hope y'all doing good. because we got plenty of topics to talk about. Speaking of topics, we gotta talk about it, man. It's been everywhere. Y'all saw it? Did you see it? I saw it. Did you see it? Jada Pickett Smith, Will Smith, Red Table Talk. So basically, they have to do it. And the reason why I said they have to do it because of how this show, how their dynamic is. If Jada Pinkett Smith was not someone who, when people had issues, wanted them to come on the red table talk to discuss things, I don't think that this would have been such huge news. Like when things happen with T.I., things happen with like Jordan Woods, and those episodes, they came on her and she wanted people to spun the different accusations. If you're going to use that platform for that, for those people, you have to take the punishment, I would say, not necessarily punishment, but you have to take the back, you have to take the backlash of when something happens to you. So like with her having this happen, she has to talk about it because if not, if you think that somebody else should be on that platform, Red Table Talk, talking about them. So if it happened to her, she got to talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about it. That's what she's doing. She's on there talking about it. And what did they talk? So Jada and Will were on. They were talking about the entanglement that she had with August Alsina. And it's interesting. Look, it started with both of them, with Will and Jada both knowing the guy, having him around. He was going through a lot of mental issues. That happens, and it looks like Jada Will during that time were growing distant from each other and all of that stuff. So with them going distant from each other and them two eventually kind of being over each other, separating from the time that nobody officially knew. I'm guessing that's probably how all the open marriage stuff came out. Right? Because those two were separated during that time, but nobody officially knew that. But during that time, she was hurt and needed someone to come through. And August was hurt with everything he was going through. Those two found that bond and they came together. And they got together. They were together for years at a time. They did all the things. And they were happy. I mean, they seemed to be happy about it during that time. And then, to me, I think the situation where August ended it, I think August was basically falling in love. And then August pretty much realized the situation, especially living with an older woman. Older woman, while she was trying to find herself, she knew what she didn't want. She knew that she was never going to actually have this extremely serious um, relationship with August other than what it was. Kind of knew she was never truly going to leave Will Smith. They were going to do whatever. Kind of knew they were always going to be able to figure it out and work back together. And they were able to do that. That's basically what happened. And he sees this like, man, I love this woman, but she just not coming back to me. That happens, man. So Will and Jada talked, and they tend to work out. August ends the relationship. August is going through everything with that. He seems truly upset that they lost the woman that, but I don't necessarily think he did everything right. Right? Did he have to come out and go on, Angela Yee platform and break the news like that? No, he didn't. But also he has an album out now, so that was used that. So it's like, look, this happened. I'm hurt. Y'all want to know the truth. All the speculation. I can get some buzz on the name so I can check out my album. And then I can, all I'm saying is the truth. And I can put Jada out there. And he did it. He put Jada out, and Jada didn't look that great. I think Jada is a smart woman. She was able to use certain trigger words to try to make herself seem better in a situation. Like I said, she's a very educated woman, and she used those words, and I can see how all this was manipulated to a degree with everything and get trying to figure it out. At the end of the day, I wish nothing but the best for everyone involved. I will say this, while we're all on Jada right now, and obviously I understand why. If you think Will Smith hadn't done anything during this time, I think you're next. Things like Will Smith could potentially be coming out too. So I would definitely be on the lookout for that. Then, but people wanted to talk about it, man. If you look at it, Red Table Talk, that episode had 15 million views in 24 hours. It absolutely blew up. Obviously, everyone was interested in that situation. It just killed the previous high episode, which was the Jordan Woods episode. And like I said, it was 12 minutes long. You had to watch it, you got to go back and check it out. It was an interesting take. And like I said, let me know what y'all think about the situation in the comments. Now, moving on, Bill and Jada, let's talk about it. UFC 251 was in the books. And it happened last night. Usman versus Masvidal. And that main event went exactly the way that I said it was going to be during my preview show. I thought it was going to be a lot of wrestling, a lot of humping back for Usman, and that much not that exciting. I think everybody knew if only Jorge had a chance would be to potentially knock Usman out standing. He looked pretty good. That first round, Jorge looked great. He had a great pace. He wasn't able to keep that pace 5 rounds. That's wrong with a 6 day training camp. Jorge, I mean, his stock does not go down at all. But like I said, took the fight on 6 days' notice. Jorge showed you flashes of the things that make people like Jorge. Usman is just a guy who's just a wrestler, gonna grind, gonna be boring. It's not gonna be exciting. To me, the real loser last night was actually Kamar Usman. Usman, who had this huge stage, and he put on that type of fight. Yes, he's gonna win fights, but he's not. It's not gonna gain more people in. He did not become a bigger star last night for beating Masvidal. If anything, he might have lost fans who were like, man, I'm not gonna watch this guy Usman again. He gonna put me to sleep. So that's good or bad when it comes to Usman. That I heard some people say, man, you think McGregor will try to go to Usman next? Absolutely not. If anything, McGregor will go against Masvidal. Because you think McGregor, especially coming after that fight with Khabib Nurmagomedov, then he want to go against another heavy, 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 heavy wrestling based fighter? Absolutely not. He wants to be a champion, no doubt. He wants to sell these tickets, and he knows that type of fight he's at a disadvantage of winning, and it's not going to be exciting. So with that being said, you have to do exciting fights. And Usman is not that at all. He doesn't have that big of a name. What's next for Usman? Who knows? Could they do the Leon Edwards rematch? Leon get all of his stuff together. You have Kobe out there. I don't think Kobe deserves a rematch yet. Kobe should fight one more time and potentially get a rematch. Gilbert Burns seems to be the next guy once he gets healthy. I think he made time really. So he was originally scheduled for this fight until he had COVID-19. He had to be removed from it. I'm excited to see what's going to happen, man, next with the welterweight division. What happened next with Jorge Masvidal? He still has plenty of options. We could see him versus Nate too. So it's going to be a big money fight. Like I said, we could potentially still see him versus McGregor. See him going against a Kobe Cup. There's plenty of options out there for Jorge. I think Jorge Masvidal's stock does not go down at all. As we talk about people who lost and stock doesn't didn't go down, we kind of talk about this co-main event. We're gonna talk about Max Holloway going against Alexander Volkanovski. This fight, the decision, they gave it to Volkanovski. I didn't see it that way at all. I did not see Volkanovski win that fight. I saw Max Holloway doing enough to win that fight. And I don't see how they were able to give that to Volkanovski. If you look back at the fight, some people would say, well, if you look at round 3, 4, and 5, obviously round 5, Volkanovski won round 5. But if you look at round 3 and 4, you think that Volkanovski did enough in those 2 rounds to get that victory. I think that's what a lot of people are going with in this situation. So a lot of people are like, man, it's not a robbery, blah, blah, blah. Me, I think it is. I think Volkanovski lost that fight. I thought it was 3-1 going to the 5th round. I think most people involved thought it was 3-1 going to that 5th round. Max should have done better in that 5th round. I think he was kind of too lax. But I give Max credit because my one criticism I did it on the preview with Max. I was talking about how I felt in that first fight. He started off too slow. He didn't set the pace. He did the same thing with the Dustin Poirier fight. Like he wasn't like using defense. He was trying to come forward. He was checking out, getting hit too many times, and especially in those type of fights, they keep these judges who we all know are horrible. Keep seeing you get hit. You're not really doing that much defense, then they're gonna give the round to the opponent. And that never happened to him in his past in his previous losses. This happened tonight as well. So he's gonna have to deal with that. What I think they do next, I honestly want to say I hope that they give Max Holloway another rematch. I don't think they will do that, and they will make Max fight maybe 1, 2 more times, then get another rematch. But that's still a fight everybody wants to see. These guys have gone 10 rounds with Volkanovski winning both times, but you look at those fights, and it's you can still have a huge argument that we still think Max Holloway is the better fighter. You know, Volkanovski has the 2 victories. A third fight definitely will be happening in the future. As we move on, we're going to go to the bantamweight. Peter Yan defeated Jose Aldo by KO TKO round 5, 324. He's the new bantamweight champion, and what I hope better happen, he better be going against Aljamain Sterling next for the title. It wouldn't surprise me if the UFC tries to do a move and put Marlon, Marlon back in Horizon there. I can see them doing that. Hope they don't, but I kind of get the feeling that they would do that because when Dana White at the press conference was asked about it, he kind of didn't just come out and say, yes, Aljo gets the next shot. He really didn't. So it kind of has to make you wonder, like, man, are they going to give him a screw job here? I hope not, because Aldo deserves to get that title shot. He looked great. He looked amazing in his last fight. But getting back to the Peter Yan Jose Aldo fight, I thought Aldo looked good the first round. Aldo did his thing. Aldo actually won the fight. It didn't. This fight really didn't change until you got to the championship round, the 4th and 5th. Yan was really able to take over this fight. And that fifth round, this fight could have easily been stopped sooner. That's how dominant that ground pound was. She would have been stopped. He gave Aldo every single chance to do something here. And he just wasn't able to get it done. And like I said, for Young, like it should be Aljamain Sterling next, Jorge Aldo. I'm not sure what he do next. I heard someone throw this name out there last night, and I think it actually would be a really good match for both of them. Because they both fighters are in type of situation. How about you do it? Jose Aldo versus Dominic Cruz fight. I think that fight makes a lot of sense. Cruz versus Aldo. The fight where you have two past champions who maybe won't get the title back, but they can have some great fights left in them. Now moving on to the women's strawweight division, we have Jessica Andrade and Rose Nunes. Rose got the victory. Now to me, I picked Rose Nunes to win this fight, but I will admit at the same time, Jessica Andrade won this fight. But I'm not mad that Rose won. It's not like a robbery or anything. I'm surprised, but it's not a robbery. I thought Andrade looked great because the thing I always was saying when you look back at that first fight, I was like, Rose moved around, Rose doing everything great in that first round until she got slammed. I thought it was going to be more of the same going into the second fight. But what happened, which was surprising to me, is that, Jessica Andrade went ahead and did her thing. She actually got better during this time, just since 2019 now. You can clearly see her from that fight to her losing to Ray Lee. Now, this one, she got definitely better, and she's still involved. She's still really young as well, so we'll see what happens with her. And maybe she'll move up and potentially do something else. We'll see. But I was like, Rose. But they gave it to Rose. I'm happy for it. And obviously, next, Rose is going to be, has to be the champion Ray Lee. Ray Lee versus Rose has to happen. It's the only fight that makes sense at this point. Now you have Jessica Andrade. I don't know what to do with Jessica. Former champion. At strawweight, I would, honestly, I would probably tell her to maybe move up. I know she wouldn't, and they may not necessarily want to move up. I get that. Maybe she likes being down there. But I would give her another chance at a title, but I think she's not far off here. And for her, maybe she stays, maybe just because she takes the time off. Because in my opinion, with her, if we do get Rose versus Ray and Rose gets that victory, those two are tied at 1-1. You could easily sell a third Rose versus Andrade fight. I mean, looks Nama Nunes, I'm sorry, looked great, and I think those two are just destined to fight again for a third time. Moving on to the fight that started off the main card tonight, Amanda Ribas defeated Paige Van Zandt. She defeated her by submission armbar in 1 minute. I'm sorry, round 1 to 21, first round. And Paige did a lot of talking and stuff. I actually picked Paige when I love Paige was going to come out and like show everybody that I'm a bad girl. And this is my last fight. I don't have to pay me. That ain't happening. She did not look that great. Amanda looked great. I actually hope that she stays at this weight class what I would actually love to have see happen, because we're in a situation where Valentina Shevchenko, I feel like the next fight is the interesting situation that you have going on right now in the division at 135 and 125 is that at 135 they have a fight coming up soon. Holly Holm versus Irene Aldana. Holly Holm defeats Irene Aldana. I don't think Holly Holm's going to get a title shot. If Irene Aldana was one of my favorite fighters, she gets the victory. She absolutely will be the number one contender in her next fight. Will be against. So I just threw a blank there. We're gonna try that again. Let's bring that thing on back. If Remy Adana defeats Holly Holm, then without a doubt, her next fight will be for the title, going against Amanda Nunes. And that would be an interesting fight. And if that was to happen, obviously that's the fight to make. Then you kind of leave, I would say, Valentina Shevchenko without a dance partner. And that's, to me, is where an Amanda Ribas, who's been getting these big victories, and on a victory like that against a high profile name on a huge pay per view card, has to weigh in on her moving up in the rankings, potentially getting a title shot. Me, I think at this point, I think you hot shot her to the title, give her maybe one more opponent, two at the most, and if things fall in place, maybe she don't want to need that if you know how soon Valentina's going to be able to get back in the octagon. So we shall see. I think it's a very interesting time in the women's flyweight and welterweight divisions. But overall, that was the UFC 251 card last night. Hopefully, you all liked that breakdown. It was a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be, but sometimes we got to talk about all of the moves that happens in sports. Speaking of sports, I see what's going on here with the Washington Redskins, the team from Washington, man. Looks like any day now they're going to end up changing the name. They're going to not be the Redskins anymore. Now, this is something that been talked about for years, but then with them potentially having a name change, because a lot of us feel like Redskins is a special slur, and as Snyder was really against it. But now we have like FedEx and Nike and everybody coming out being against that, like pulling merchandise and all that stuff. Once you start dealing, once you start, you know, dealing with money being taken away, that's when you get companies taking things serious. Because you just doing whatever they don't care. But you start to take that money, okay, let's sit down, let's talk about this. That's what happened in this situation. Them potentially losing money and stuff. But I think it's going to potentially happen. They're going to change the name. Not sure what they're going to change it to. We've heard a lot of things. Black Hawks, Braves. I don't know, man. I don't know what to call them. As long as it's not that thing, I'm cool with it. But look, I wouldn't want to be the person having to make that decision. Actually, I would love to be that person make that decision. I would love to make that money that that person makes. If I make that money, whew, y'all just don't know. But speaking about people making critical decisions when it comes to racial slurs, Sean Jackson, dog, what you doing? Stephen Jackson, what you doing? What are you doing, man? Y'all got to do better, man. Y'all got to think about this. We'll break this thing down real fast. I want to thank everyone who's tuning in right now and is watching the show. We will like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any comments or anything that you want to talk about that I may not talk about, even if I have talked about it, you want to talk about it, pull up a comment and pull up and we'll talk about whatever you have on your mind. That's a great thing about any show that I do. If you come in and you have any comments, you put it up there. If it goes with the topic I'm talking about, that's great. But if it's not, I'm definitely willing to shut up and look at the comment, talk about it, and let's have a discussion there. It's one thing I think everyone will understand about me that we go on this brand out more, being on here live more consistent. Okay, I have a question. Okay, what's your question? All right, as he gets the question together, we'll keep things going with the topic of Desean Jackson making those comments. I'm like, Desean, what you doing, man? Also, I will put this out here as well. If you're watching, if you see my face, you like, man, I know that guy was somewhere. If you're watching the NBA on TNT commercial about the NBA being back, yes, that is me saying the NBA is back. That is me. I am on commercial for TNT. I just always want to put that out there as much as I can. I am the guy who's saying NBA is back on that commercial. That is me. So I have to change my name to the NBA is back person. But yeah, okay, when Deshaun, like, I don't think Deshaun is a racist or anything like that. I think Deshaun trying to make this point being all not sensitive. I think Deshaun was trying to make this point, and I think he was trying to be smarter than what he really is. Trying to make this deep point about something, but he didn't have all his facts together. He was taking something that somebody else said and trying to twist it and put it out there to other people. And they started, well, dude, what you doing? And I don't think he realized it. Like I said, I don't think he's racist. Like I said from the beginning, I understood if people were like, you know what, you need to get fined, you need to suspend it. Yes, I'm here. I'm ready for the question at any time. I am here for it. Yeah, like you can't make those. And then at first, then it was like he decided to go ahead and like double down on it. I'm like, dude, what you doing? I think when he finally talked to someone, they actually explained everything to him. Like, that's when he kind of truly realized what's my favorite team. It depends on which sport are you talking about. Team wise, what's my it because that's one of the great things about me is that a lot of times I like different players in certain situations that come up. That's why I'm also able to do so many like fan reaction, like any fan reactions, because I'm able to any left. I'm still gonna answer the question anyway. That's why I'm able to always be able to go in that mindset of We'll figure that out later. Hopefully you're back. I just wanted to answer the question. That's me. I just wanted to answer that question. My favorite sports teams. I just go through it real fast. If you want to talk about the NBA, I'm going to go with the Lakers. NFL right now, I'm a big Russell Wilson fan, so I like Pete Carroll, so I watch Seattle right now. Major League Baseball, I don't necessarily have a favorite team. Obviously, back in the day, big fan of King Griffey Jr. and Mariners. Uh, Yankees fan, but I also like when the Yankees doing good. I also like Red Sox teams, man. Like Ortiz, and Ramirez doing their thing. Like, it just depends. I'm not a diehard fan. Obviously, I live in Alabama, so when the teams in Alabama do good in college sports, that's always great. I don't necessarily just have just one team that yeah, that's who I rock with. But I got it up here. I'm looking at my screen quality. It looks like everything's good except for like when I see it on when I'm recording on my picture looks great. Here, a little fuzzy, a little not as great as I would like it to be. But hey man, this is the beginning stages of this. It's also why I said that any donation anyone decides to give me, I always am going to use that as a way to help upgrade my equipment, upgrade my setup so I can put out the best content that I can. Because, like I was saying, I didn't even think this was going to even be an option for me to be able to live stream anything here. I'm like, nature is just that bad. So, for me to even have this going on right now, I'm pretty excited. I'm just ready to just continue to grow this thing here. See that I have someone else in here that's could be the same one who asking about my favorite team. And if that's you, hopefully you heard my response to that. And if it is the same person, I would ask, what is your favorite team in sports? I would be curious to know that as well. All right, we're gonna just keep this thing on going. That's the thing about this show, and when I do it a lot more, we'll know that it's not instead of just a sports show. Sports come back. We like to talk about sports a lot. Yes, because that's what I do. But I will always be talking about everything that comes up. Like, I talked about earlier with the whole Jada Pickett Will Smith, August Alsina situation, entanglement. I talked about that. And this one right here that I have to talk about, we got to talk about it. Lady Antebellum is suing this musician, Lady A, over the rights of the name Lady A. Lady Antebellum decided that they wanted to change their name Antebellum and they shortened to Lady A because they didn't want to deal with the racial connotation that Antebellum has. And obviously, both sides have been knowing about each other. And she called herself Lady A, blues singer. And it's going to be tough. I hate this. And this is why it's bad to be just a little small creator on any type of thing, music, whatever, because if a bigger artist or whatever tries to do something and they sue you, there's a great chance the bigger person is going to win just based on the fact that they're going to be able to use so much resources that you may not necessarily be able to do for long things, like all the court fees, all of those different things. They're going to be able to do that. So with them being able to do that, that's going to make them in a better situation to always be the victor. I hate that. I absolutely hate it. And it does suck because she has had that name for over 20 years. Lady Antebellum has tried to do the trademark for 10. So for that to happen, and she's probably going to lose. Hope that she doesn't, but she's probably going to lose. I am, I am back, and I'm sorry about that. And I'm still trying to get things together with this live stream, and we will figure this thing out eventually, even if like if it means I get off work at night, I hop on in the car, back to hop on and do it. Then we will do it, and we'll keep this thing going. As long as you are watching and paying attention and doing everything, we'll keep this thing going. Continue to grow this. Hopefully, you all have a great rest of the week. This has been a great, like, and let me explain how I would do this. On Sundays, I would always do this, you know, last week review of just the top stories of the past week, and hopefully during the week, I will be able to talk about different subjects, all the time, and we shall see. Hey, a lot of y'all like, man, there's a lot of content out there, and a lot of people be going live at certain times, and and I like one, but I can't mess with those people over you. I would say this: do both, man. Because I know a lot of times. I was thinking about this last night when I was looking at Luke Thomas live stream following UFC 251. He goes off, and it's still he has like 10,000 people in there. I'm not saying I'm going to get all 10,000, but hey, everybody's still hyped about the event, still watching. So instead of y'all getting off uh, online going on tonight, y'all still thirsty and want to talk about some MMA, UFC, on over to your boy. Same thing with Joe Rogan. Y'all done, they off, y'all still want to talk. That's when y'all come on over here and we can keep things talking, talk trash, have some fun like that. Same thing goes with another thing I start doing again, WWE live streams. If y'all like sports stuff that they do one, man, good Mike Works, um, Wrestling Inc., like Benny, and there's a few other people that do live streams. I'm sorry, I can't name them. And when they get done, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna still talk some wrestling. Come on over to your boy, and we can now talk about it again and again. And I know y'all don't want to go to sleep. I know y'all want to stay on and just talk and have a good time. Hey, I'm here for you, and we can just have a good time with everything because, hey, you'll be up all night. And let me And I put this out there, you all let me know what you all think is a good title for this, especially during the week. I've been going through a lot of different ideas, but I'm definitely willing to have input from everyone involved. Like I said, this has been great. Look at everything. And like I said, you also see the quality of everything go up too. Like I said, have to catch up there. Jonathan, brand. And also, if you want to, just help me more, $4 or $5 a month. Patreon, I do have one. I don't have any content on there. But I could definitely start doing some things on there. If you are interested, you want to support me that way, you can also do that. You can use the cash out. Obviously, like I was saying, that can help me upgrade stuff. As you can tell, I keep trying to do some things with the internet, my microphone, all that stuff. Then just get all that together. I would use everything to upgrade the system and make sure everything is as good as I can make it. And don't forget, if you have something that you want to get promoted, I have the ticker at the bottom. I'm always gonna have that going. And then you can also hit me up on my email that I have for this YouTube page. You can find that on my YouTube page. Find that there, and we can check, talk, figure something out, and I can have your scroll. Obviously, it can't be offensive. Obviously, we all know that. If we go through it, and I know what it is, and it's something I agree with, I would definitely put it on there. There, if you have merch, you want to send me a hat, shirt, anything like that, you can go through the same email, and we can figure something out that way as well. You can send it to me, and we can go from there. I can be wearing your merch. And like I've said, everything when it comes to that, and make sure you see this, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And just make sure, man, we're just here trying to grow everything. Pretty much covered all of the topics that I had planned for today. I don't have much left, but since I'm waiting for a certain time here, I just keep going and talking about a few things. Usually my live streams, depending on how they go, I would try to always do at least 15 to 30 minutes. If things are going really good, 30 to an hour. And if things are really popping, we'll see. We'll, that thing could go for an hour and a half, 2 hours. If things are really popping, entertaining everybody, having a great time. We shall see. It's never a cap on how long these will be. If things are really going good, but if things are like slow and there's certain things that I have to do, then obviously they'll be a little shorter. But these things can always be as long as you want to. And I just want to thank you all, whoever turned in, whoever saw this decided to click. Thank you all for thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for watching. And for everyone who were in the comment section of Redlands Live. We're going to this thing on because I got plenty of ideas. And when I do my show during the week, it'll be different. I'll be playing. Oh, that's what I wanted to say as well. Like right now, with the app StreamYard, I'm using a free version of it, which is great. I'm not complaining, but once I get donations and everything like that, then I get every month I can keep things going. going, I can actually put the money back into it, like I was saying. I can upgrade to the paid part, which I can add like pictures, my own overlays, things like that. I can upgrade this even more, but that's not something I can do right now. I can only do that when we have the funds coming in, things are starting to go better. I think it's, when I be frank with, I think it's like $25 a month, all of that, and that's something that I just can't do right now. But if we get some success going with this, I will definitely do it. Like I said, all of this money will go towards getting this thing upgraded and better. And I'll let and let me know when y'all see this, what different kind of shows you all want to do. If y'all are in a situation where you're like, hey, you know what? I like this show. And like, I want to know what you think about it. Hit me up on it on the email or cash out. Like, hey, here's such amount of money. Will you please talk about this? I will then go look everything up, and I come on here and I do an episode for you. I'm always down to do that. If there's any type of special request, special episodes anybody want me to do, I will do that. And that'll be a different episode. It won't be obviously where I have sponsor episodes. Talk about ticker. Then I have the straight up real sponsor episodes where I basically just talk about what you pay for them and what you want to talk about. I'm also willing to do that. I'm willing to do everything that everyone wants to do. Get this thing out here. And it's time to grow the brand and let's have a great time with it. I enjoy the interactions that I always have with everyone. I talk about this man. I'll see that news that's coming out with that original Nintendo cartridge. Like it's sold for a crap load of money. You know, it has been a bunch of people out there right now. Like I was saying earlier, so I'm sure the things there. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe because those things really do matter. I know I hear people say that all the time, but when people like, comment, and subscribe, it really does help your channel a lot. Really gets YouTube attention. But like, okay, let's people liking that content that they got going on. Let me go out and see what else they got going on. I want to say welcome to the person who just joined in right now. Hopefully you are having a great day. I am just here, just online right now, just talking about everything. I finished up a show. I talked about all kind of different things, the topic wise. But I'm on here. If you have any question that you would like to ask or any topic you want to talk about, I'm down to talk about it. I'm happy to talk about it because I'm just here. We just here trying to catch a vibe right now. So whatever you all want to talk about, I am here for you to talk. Let's have fun. For me, the big thing about this is to always just have fun. hopefully you go in the comments and hopefully you're having a great day. But we're here. I'll go back through things a little bit. And UFC. Let me know if you're into sports because I did a little bit of a deep dive into UFC 251 earlier. I talked about how Kamar Usman defeated Jorge Masvidal. I talked about what I thought was going to be next for both fighters. I talked about the co-main event where Alexander Volkanovski defeated Max Holloway, or going to happen next video. Desean defeated Jose Aldo, so on with the rest of the fights there. I will talk about the Washington Redskins potentially in the next few days. They were going to change their name because for years people have been wanting or been talking about the potential change of their name, but it pretty much took everything that's going on now and like FedEx and Nike to come out and be like, we don't really support this anymore. That made Dan Snyder go, okay, this is change their name. And when it looks like they're going to change the name, my question to you is, what would you call that team in Washington? What would be the name? Have you heard of the Hawks or the Warriors, things like that? What name would you think would be a good name for that team? You know, we also had to talk about Vanessa, and I just finished talking about this one a few minutes ago. Lady Antebellum. They are suing the blues singer Lady A over the rights for their name. Out of the both people involved knew about each other. I think Lady Antebellum's tried to have it in 10 years, and Lady A has been going on for 20. And you know, in those situations when it comes to names, a lot of times the bigger artist has the better chance, the bigger brand has the bigger chance of winning because they have the most money. So they can just keep dragging things out through court and they can spend that money. And Lady A may not necessarily be able to spend. So we have to do that. That should be interesting to see what happens with that. But I understand why Lady Antebellum decided to change the name. I don't think this is necessarily the right way for them to do it. But basically it's telling this lady, nah, I know you've been doing this for 20 years with the name. Can't have the name no more. I don't necessarily think that's the correct way for them to do it at all, actually. I talked about Desean Jackson, his comments. We talked about Stephen Jackson and his comments that he also made defending Deshaun. And I think the Stephen Jackson comments actually get worse for Deshaun. And I would have to say that a lot of people were waiting on to see what the NFL players were going to say about this. And they were pretty disappointed, to be honest. Like Malcolm Jenkins, who's done all this great protest and all of this stuff, to really just dismiss everything like the way he did was not a great look. And I don't think he did a great job with that, handling that. I think he should have came up with a better way to say it. People want to talk bad about him, how he handled it. I understand and I agree. And I'm curious as to what people think is going to happen with Desean Jackson. Looks like nothing's truly going to happen with him that much. He's not going to get released and suspended. Because we all know that the Philadelphia Eagles have a history of this in the organization. As we all remember, Riley Cooper, all those years ago, he said N-word at a Kenny Chesney concert. So when he did that those years ago, that pretty much, and he didn't get cut. He didn't get cut. He stayed on the team and everything. They worked everything out. That's pretty much what's gonna happen. They pretty much said that's pretty much gonna happen with the show. You know, training and stuff. And so that got me going. It got me thinking about UFC fighter Mike Perry, who's in a situation where he been saying racial slurs and stuff. He got into he punched a couple older gentlemen at a restaurant last week, and the this horrible footage. He had just came off of a great victory in the UFC a couple weeks ago. We all knew he can be out there sometimes, and this was not a good situation for him. Then the UFC put out a statement where they want him to take some classes, and they want him to get some training and basically find themselves. And they said they're not going to book him right now. So that's interesting. I don't think it truly matters to Mike Bailey if he gets booked in that, because in the UFC, you owe fighters 3 fights a year. If they don't get 3 fights, he still has to pay them. I don't know exactly how they work with everybody individual contract, but I do know that that's the case with a bunch of people. Obviously, bigger news from the week was the whole Jada Pickett Smith, August Alsina news, and Will Smith, and all the speculation came out there. August Alsina went and sat down with Angela Yee, kind of talked about everything that happened in his relationship with her, and that led to Will Smith and Jada Pickett Smith going on the Red Table Talk, and they ended up talking about a lot of things with 12 minutes long. Biggest uh, episode ever. Obviously, it the numbers that show did was crazy, and it did huge numbers for them. And they said a lot. They, they said a lot of stuff that people didn't know. Because they all had a lot of speculation about everything that was going on in their relationship, and that's pretty much it. And they shed some light on that. Like there's still a ton of things that we all, and it's just people outside do not know. And there's a lot of things that they obviously did not share. They should. And then the only reason why this is big news, a lot of people want to know about it because of that show. There are celebrities, but they have their personal private lives. And but when they do a show like Red Table Talk, you open yourself up to, if I do something wrong or something crazy comes out, I have to talk about it. If he doesn't have that show, I don't think this is an issue, a topic. I don't think people care as much. That's just my opinion on that matter. We have gone over an hour here, and I think I'm about to wrap this thing on up and see how everything looks on here. Hopefully, y'all had a great time. And since I realize on here, I'm able to have guests on, the amount of things that I'm going to be able to do now is going to be even greater than I thought. So this is going to be great. Shout out to StreamYard for really putting this up back in the game, for doing, to being able to do mobile. And that being said, I will talk to everyone next time until we meet again. Or if I'm able to hit the button